of the story basically on my Facebook page. And so my rant is women trading in their freedom for security.
Okay.
And I told a story of a woman, I would say early 20s. She moved in with a guy and with a 5-month-old baby. It was his baby. Mm-hmm. And I can't stand him. And everything was cool. He said he would be the provider. He said he would work. He told her all she needed to do was take care of home, make sure he ate. Okay, cool. Everything was good at first. And then after so long, I would say maybe a month, he started not coming home at night. And he would say he was working late. But he really wasn't. And so then he started dictating what she need to do. Okay. Far as, you know, you need to put in a little bit more in the house, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
As far as what? As far as putting what in the house? He made the
cooking, make sure it's clean for him, different things like that. Okay.
Okay.
So he telling her she needs to do that. Now, mine, they have a 5-month-old baby. So then it went from him staying out all night to utilities started getting cut off. Utilities started getting cut off. And she's like, okay, you're working. Why is utilities getting cut off? You know, and he, of course, making an excuse, you know, I don't have enough money, blah, blah, blah. I'm not working enough overtime or whatever. So she's like, okay. So they're confined to one room because the heat is off. Yes. True story. They're confined to one room because the heat is off and he's still working, but she's not working. She's taking care of the baby. So really, this is not provision, but she doesn't know that yet. Okay. So he starts to, ladies start to pop up at the house. So women looking for him, knocking on the door.
Okay.
And she's like, okay. So she's asking, he's like, oh, those are old exes. They're nothing. You know, and so she's like, okay, doopy-doo.
Where do you find these women at? Sorry.
So, okay, his brother lives at the house too, okay? Nobody is paying bills. They're just working, living out of this house that their parents left them, okay? So she's like, okay, what's going on? Like, you can't even pay utilities. What's going on? Y'all don't owe a house note. The house is paid for, okay? So he's giving her excuses like, you know, it is what it is, blah, blah, blah. Okay, long story short, okay? He beats the shit out of her. He tells her, don't talk back, don't say anything, you know, against what I'm doing. I'm going to work, I'm doing what I need to do. So now she's in hell. Okay?
So you're saying you feel that she should not have taken that agreement as far as being a housewife at 24, 25?
Yes. She's choosing security over freedom. Remember, there's a two parallel. There's two. There's either one where you're helping out and things are not free. You're literally paying your way into the relationship, okay? And then there's another side of it. There's the welfare sense side, where it's only one-sided income. But remember, that comes with control.
Okay, so she's made quite a few mistakes from jumping. Okay. So I can't sit here and say, because I can't sit here and say that she was wrong for that, because if he is doing what he's supposed to and was a man of his word, the bills will be paid and she will be raising the child as she should, instead of having the daycare and somebody else raise the child.
Right.
So I can't disagree. I can't say that she was wrong for that, because he made a promise to her. He did not live up to his word. He's the one that's wrong.
Yeah.
But here's how you fix that. Why in the world does she not know what the finances are? Have that conversation to where, okay, I want to see where the money's going. Period. Because I know even when I eventually get married, I'm going to see, even though she's going to be paying the bills just like me, I'm going to see every time she make. I'm making an audit. That's what a lot of women back in the day would do. They would be the ones paying the bills. The husband bring the check home.
Right.
And if they had their side business, their side family, a lot of times the wife knew, but they had a
Right.
side family. That's what it was. So I think her mistake is not as far as making that choice as being a housewife, especially at 25. If they were to sit here and both have kids, the kids are out the house when they're in their mid 40s. Now you're supposed to be living your golden time. Y'all supposed to be growing and traveling
True.
together. But her mistake is that the dude's a bum.
True. But see, this is what a lot of young women go through in their early 20s. Remember, what you do in your early years sets you for later on. Okay. Yep. She did not. Okay. Dick took precedence. Okay. So she couldn't focus on, he's not really good at paying bills. He's at the bar. You know what I'm saying? He's spending money. He's supposed to be buying diapers and milk. He's supposed to be taking care of the utilities. He's not doing all these things that will represent him as a good relationship and ultimately a good husband.
But okay, but she should have seen that before they got married, because this is where you have questions. That's why sometimes I really wonder, what do people be asking when they're dating for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and all of a sudden you find out he can't handle money. How the hell you know that? You've been dating for 3 or 4 years.
They're pregnant after 2 months.
Well, she didn't know the dude. I mean, that's that's her. That was her mistake. Again, that marry before you carry.
Yeah.
You know, right? You have to take the time to learn that person. Hold on for a second. Okay. We got to take the time to learn that person. Oh, my son just came in. He had to show me something. You got to take the time to learn the person in the dating phase. See, that's why I think when people say, like we was talking about a couple weeks ago, dating versus courtship, I think people merge those two together. When you're dating, you're not courting.
Right.
2 different times. And now that from the first time people come in, I said, now they're courting right away. They use that interchangeably, and that thought process is wrong.
Right.
Well, 2 months she's pregnant. Come on now.